Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Supporters invaded our HBCU.
What is going on over here?
You called the East primitive for what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your... You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something because
Sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie
yes,
man.
yes. Say good job, Tiz.
Wow, guys! Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. Man, we had a few students that they showed up on a HBCU campus, man. A few young men. I don't know if they were students from another school or what, but they showed up to they wanted to have a debate like Charlie Kirk, and they were wearing mega hats, and they set their table out. They just want to have conversations with the kids at the HBCU, but it didn't go as planned. OG, you there?
I'm right here, and it just shows how disorientated and disorganized black college students are. Because it had been a time in a black university when they had the Black Students Union that a black student would have came and debated them Yankees and had them running off the campus. All of that hooping and hollering, see, that's Negronomics right there.
OG, wait a minute. I got to stop you right there. They didn't come in correctly. They didn't get permits to be there. They didn't have permits to be there. That's why they walked them off the damn campus.
You do not need a permit to walk on a campus.
They have to have permission to come on that campus, man.
Who told you that?
Man, they can't just be walking around on people's campuses like that. No, they're not trying to debate with them students. No.
You can walk on any campus in America.
You can walk on, but you can't go out there and set no table up and tell them, I'm going to debate these students.
You can set a table up. You can discuss anything you want.
Well, then why did they walk them off the campus then? Why did the police come and escort them out? They were starting up a riot, man.
The police escorted them because it was some hollering Negroes, and they felt that their life was in jeopardy, and they were protecting the sanctity of white America. We have to do, your philosophy is always talking about we got to do better. When it comes to things like this, we have to know how to approach these things in a civilized manner, being articulate and being divisive. Now, they came in, and if you look at the table, it talks about making DEI illegal. Now, it wasn't them. Let me read you this clip right here. Tennessee State University, the state only public historical black college and university, faces tremendous future as the Governor Bill Lee dissolves its board and moves supported by conservative mega Republicans. So DEI was dissolved by the governor. They should have been hollering at the governor, not two little Yankees that came on their campus. They should have literally talked them from slavery to what's going on today. They should have out-talked those two little Yankees. I would never let a little devil, if he ain't brought a big devil in there, he better never try to out-debate me. But right now, our children are at such a low IQ that all the hollering, those are supposed to be pseudo-intellectual students, bro. And they hollering like they on a block.
Wow. I see where you're coming from. You're coming from a different angle. I'm coming from a they wasn't invited type situation. They didn't come in correctly. They wearing their mega hats. We know what type of world we living in right now. Make America great again is what the hats say.
Right. And it should.
Well, OG, here's what the guy said when he left, I believe.
It was rigged.
David said, Tennessee State University, along with other HBCUs, are celebrating after police had to escort us off campus for our safety. To be clear, the cops didn't ask us to leave due to being there without permission. So you were right, OG. They decided after 10 minutes that for our safety, it's best that we end this event. Due to hostile mob, the cops were forced to escort us to our cars.
No.
You was right, OG. I give you this. Listen, I hate to admit it, but you was right.
Let's look at another part of the spectrum. If blacks had went to Purdue or went to Harvard, they would have been arrested.
Wow. Harvard or Purdue or Brown up there where my daughter go. Yep.
Well, yeah, they would have been arrested. If they had went into a predominantly white university and they would have got arrested for trespassing, causing a disturbance. So this where we go back to black and white. And we have to outthink a man by the name of Doc Holliday told me in San Quentin, cool, the only way that you can outsmart America is through dialectical materialism, knowing what to say and how to say it.
Well, wait a minute, because we heard what David said, the guy that was there, but listen to what one of the students said. See, there was no reason for the people that do not go to Tennessee State University to be on that campus without permission. That puts the students at a huge risk. Security's dropping the ball. That's what one of the students wrote in a tweet.
But do you think they care about a black college, bro? Come on, let's be real.
Well, what were they out there for? What they just wanted to prove, wanted to debate, right?
But they were out there because they were great white Americans. An American, he has the right to pursue happiness and go where he want to go. He can go to the plantation if he wants to because he owns the plantation, bro.
Man, I think they if they wanted to do this and they really wanted to get wanted to deal with some of those elite students that love to debate, I think they could have went about it a different way. David and them was wrong for that. They should have went about it a different way. You come in here, you're setting up tables with your mega hats. Go ahead and get it organized so that you can have permission to do it, so that there won't be no pushback and you can organize the function. I think this could have been done more appropriately, OG. I think they took the wrong aim at it and they presented it in the wrong way. I really do.
They made the proper strategy that white America want to see. They want to, whenever two soft-looking white Americans can walk into a college campus and upset a whole campus, they did their job, bro.
They left out in 10 minutes. So they basically, you saying they wanted to make us look like savages.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I got to play this part before. I got to play this part because I want to see them. Because when I played the part, some of it when they was walking out, but here's the last part of them. They walking out, and David himself, the guy with the mega hat on, he's basically David Quaid. He's recording it, and students are jumping in front of the camera. Watch this.
Set up a table.
Say she's very safe and very black, and she's very tired of this, and there was a lot of hollering going on.
Now, if that was your child and you spending money for her to go to college, I would take my daughter out of college. And that boy hollering, what am I wasting money for you to hoop and holler like you on the sidewalk somewhere?
So you would have been very disappointed if your kid. And again, my daughter, she's in college. I can tell you right now, she wouldn't have been in that crowd. That's not her. That's not her deal. She's totally on something totally different than that. I can't say that. But she is one of them ones, man. But she can talk, so she'd be willing to talk with them. She's a talker, so if they wanted to talk to her, she's the one that I could sit her in front of them all day long, and she will have a field day with these good. Oh yeah, she bad. I can't lie. She broke something down to me the other day. She deal with them every day. That's what she do.
Yeah, that's intelligence. That's what black intelligence. That's black excellence. It shouldn't be no Yankee should be able to out-talk an intellectual black person.
Now,
there's nothing on this planet that they're able to do that they haven't stole that you shouldn't be aware of to out-talk them on diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion. You've been diverse and included on everything in the planet. You're not an original.
Oh, gee, so what would you have said if one of these was your son or daughter or granddaughter? What would you say to her if she was out there and this here had happened and she was at this college in Tennessee? Or he?
If one of my children was out there, they're already equipped on the knowledge of self and how to, man, they come from an argument. Man, you know how I hoop.
So they gonna know how to deal with this situation quite well.
Girls to my boys, they will beat you to death with words, bro.
Wow, and I believe it too, because you definitely be always slinging them over my way, and collectively I've slung them back. You know, I've never seen such a. Sometimes I see the words come by and I deflect them the other way because I ain't got time to fool with you. But at any rate, OG, I think that these mega cap wearing David, his name is David Quaid. I think David, they did this wrong. If you really want to talk to some kids, there's colleges out there. If you want to debate, there's places you can debate. They didn't Charlie Kirk. When Charlie Kirk comes, he announces it. They were trying to be like Charlie Kirk, and this is not the way Charlie Kirk even done it. So what is up with this?
That's part of their resume right now. Do you know what a feather the Yankee got in his hat? Because you didn't see him. He wasn't chased by Negroes. He just walked away smiling, filming it. He wasn't in fear of his life. And then he had the police department backing him up. If anybody had done, any college student on that campus would have got closer than they would have got arrested.
Yeah, they even showed it, and I didn't show that part, but they even got a clip of the black kids criticizing the police officers and talking down to them. They recorded that too. It's like, man, like our children we gotta know how to train them up to where when they see this situation coming.
You're protected and serving somebody that's trespassing on our property in our domain, and you're protecting and serving. Cool, I hear you, but they did everything that they came to do. And that was just to show white America, okay, we can't antagonize Mexicans, but we still got Negroes we got them under wrap.
And so when you look at these fellow students, what do you when you look at them, what does this do for those boys, the Proud Boys that went up there and to the school? You say it strikes their ego and they feel like they won, or they feel like they
won. It shows that college students, black college students, still have a room temperature IQ. They function like 12th graders right there. Not even 12th graders, 10th graders. Hooping and hollering, not one man, one mind. As a bond, hey, y'all got to get up off the campus. You're not invited. And what are you talking about? Diversity and inclusion. Where do you get that at? And talk them off the campus. All that hollering and that's the bad and I'm back and That sounds so, I don't even like to use the word, but it sounds so ghetto to be at a university.
Well, they would sit up there with their tables, sit there, and DEI should be illegal, deport all illegals, and they were saying what they wanted to happen, and you would have felt better if they would have just talked with them and
If you understand what diversity and inclusion is, if you deal with diversity and inclusion, white America is the only one that's been diverse and inclusive. The real Americans, the Native Indians was here first, and they diversified and included themselves, and they've been including and stealing from America ever since Benjamin Banneker that built the White House. What have they done independently?
So, are you against people like David coming into these campuses and having decent, pretty much conversations about, because I thought that's something that like the Great Debater movie depict stuff like that. I thought this is something that was encouraged back in the days.
But we don't have black debaters. Yeah, I encourage it. I wish every white person would go into a black university. At one time, when they had the BSU, the black students, you could not get a Yankee to want to debate none of them young. They done read every book from Carl Fanon, Stalin, Engel, the Red Book by Mao. They've learned the federalism, the totalitarianism, utilitarianism. They were literal. They really took studying as a serious part. Now you're just in college to bullshit, bro. Wow.
Well, again, those guys, the way they came, David and them wasn't right. I think it was 4 of them. We only see 2, but at any rate, the way they went in and the way they approached the situation, I didn't agree with, OG. So I'll tell you that much right here and right now. If you're going to go over there dealing with our people that look like me, you better have it together. And you better go in there like you can't go in there like no cabbage all hid nobody. You got to be in there respectfully. You got to set those tables up with presentation. And the school has to be aware of what you got going on. So I don't agree with that part. Me and you can't. We're not going to agree on that. That's what I thought. I shut you down.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I shut you down.
They came in not with like a head of lettuce. They brought the the Tennessee PD with them, and they was all white.
And they were gonna be all right, huh?
It was all white, and it was all right. Not one of them Tennessee police, and they have black police in Memphis, Tennessee, and so they had them there, but they wouldn't let them come. They brought the Proud Boys with the young boys to make it all right for all the boys.
Wow. Man, hey guys, man, listen, man, if y'all listening, man, if your kids in college like mine, man, check on your kids, man. Call them, make sure they good. You never know who gonna just pull up and put a table up in the middle of campus. OG says totally legal, so that anybody can just go up in there any kind of way. Hey man, our young adults, man, we gotta look out for them, especially when you got this gray like I got. You gotta make sure the kids good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my daughter this evening, make sure she good. Yeah, but it's getting later up there. She on the East Coast. But it's going down, man.
I'm gonna call my son. Oh no, I can't call him. He in prison.
Oh, whatever, man. Hey, man, listen, man, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these mega David and them. This boy named David, Charlie Kirk wannabes ran up in that debate and got what they were looking for, man. Boss Talk 101, man. Listen, man. Download, subscribe, reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.